As Moshe and Bnei Israel are traveling through the desert on their way to Eretz Yisrael, we read of a very significant encounter that they have in the middle of Parashat Rocket. They come to their brethren, Edom, and Moshe sends messengers to the king of Edom saying, "You should know about all the hardships that we had in Egypt. We were slaves there, and God saved us. And now we are on our way. Would you please let us go through? We'll pay for all the food and water. Just let us pass through." And you see, Moshe is giving a plea. He's trying to get the mercy of the king of Edom, and that's why he's expressing the hardship that they went through. Notice Moshe does not mention anything about the plagues and the punishment of the Egyptians. He doesn't want to scare them. He doesn't want to give a veiled threat against Edom. He says, "You're our brothers, and we've gone through a hard time. Please have mercy and let us go through." And we see the reaction of Edom is, "No, absolutely not. You may not pass through, and if you try, we will come out against you with a large army." And we wonder, why was Edom so stubborn, so obstinate? Why did they react with such hostility? One possibility is that they were scared. Maybe they did in fact hear about the plagues and the punishments, and so they said, maybe we'll be next, and didn't trust Moshe. But I think there's another possibility that's hinted to in the answers. Perhaps this is an old grudge that they remember. A lot of the language here recalls the language of the meeting of Yaakov and Esav, there when Yaakov ran away and he was on his way back to Eretz Yisrael, and he encountered his brother Esav, ancestor of Edom, on the way. And we have the same words. They begin their speeches. Yaakov begins his speech with Ko Amar, and also the army comes out. Esav and Edom come out likratecha or likrato. He comes out with an army ready to destroy. And so perhaps Edom is remembering the evil that Yaakov did to Esav, how he stole the birthright, how he treated him not like a brother. And so now when Moshe comes and says, "Let us pass through," he says, "I remember what your ancestor did to my ancestor, and now I'm going to take revenge and not let you go through." I think that's a definite possibility. And here we see how even an old grudge, many centuries, many generations old, can come up and be a source of continual fighting. However, we see an opposite reaction by Esav himself. Although Esav at the time came with an army and was going to destroy Yaakov, Yaakov managed to pacify him, to give him gifts, to apologize, to bow down, and Esav accepted it, was pacified, and they hugged, and they went their ways, in different ways, in peace. So we see two different reactions. Esav, the person who himself had that done to him, was able to apologize, but his descendants, Edom, were not able to, and came out with a large army. So which is the right way to go? Better to hold a grudge or to let go of it and forgive? We see the Torah tells us explicitly in this very case. In Devarim it says, "Lo teta'av Edomi ki achicha hu." Do not hate an Edomite, because they are your brethren. And even remembering how in this case they did not let us through, and they came out against us with an army. When people do bad things, we deal with it, and we fight back, and we make sure we get an apology and all that. But after it's settled, then we no longer should hold a grudge. Remember, the most fundamental thing is that we are brethren, they are tribes that are allied, and so we put the grudge behind us, and we move forward with friendship and peace. I think this is a wonderful lesson for all of us. Whatever past grudges we have, whatever things people have done to us in the past, or to our families, or to our community, or to our country, or whatever it is, absolutely we defend ourselves and we make sure we deal with it. But after that, we try to find a way to move on in peace and friendship, so that we can fulfill this goal of the Torah. May we see friendship and peace in our families, in our community, and in the world very soon. Shabbat Shalom.